Hi friends, check this Tkinter application. We have two date entry boxes here. I can select a date. It is the from date actually I am creating, and from to date I will select, because I can't go below this because from date is 8th, so I can't go select a to date before that, and I will say 29th. Now same time, if I am selecting the date, I can't, from date if I am changing, I can't go beyond 29th because to date is 29. Suppose I want to change it, again I can reset it and then go for it. Now when I select this, I will select say 18 and select 29. You just see this string is developed, date between 20226. This is year, month and date. Again year, month and date. This is the standard format we can use to query any database or any say Excel file or anything, this in this format. So you can use this for in your further application. We'll learn how to develop this. We'll start from here. These are the basic widgets. We have just placed it in our window. Tkinter window, we declared it, then a parent window, my underscore w here, then 380 by 220, the geometry of it. Then here two labels we have used. You can see from and to. At the top we have displayed below above the calendars, so from and to. Next is our date entry or the calendars, whatever you have used. To are you have used. Place it on our respective grid. You see this row is 0, column is 0 for the labels from and to. Next line takes the row equal to 1 here, and both the calendars are row 1, and the right of the first calendar, two calendar is placed. So column here we are declaring at 0, so right of it column equal to 1. Slightly pad x we have given. Pad x means the from the left edge how much gap it should maintain, and pad y is from the top we have not mentioned here. So then one button here in the same row, parallel in the line of the calendar, we have given a button to reset it. So it is in the row 0, column 2. So column 1 was our calendar 2, so column 0 was our calendar 0. So means from is 0, column 1 is 2, then the button. So we have given column as 2. Now below that, at row number 2 we have our final output or the label where we have declared that our query will be displayed. Query is the final output including the dates whatever we select from our date entry or the calendars. So here you can see this is at the row number 2 and column 0, but here we have given column span as 3. 3 means it will cover all the above button to both the two calendars. The space it will occupy, because the string will be longer because it is select from table. We have not gone up to that point, so you can as between the date between date 1 or the from date and the to date. So that is the reason why we have taken a longer width for this by giving a column span. Whatever we have used here is a grid layout. You can use it with other layout also. Let's run this and see how the output is. Here it is. You can see here everything, but no functionality, nothing. We have not programmed anything. Just the layout you can see, and the query here will be displayed taking all the inputs from both the calendars. Let's now go and add our code. Let's declare our string variables here. We will say cell1 or selection 1, and both the string variables, keeping it here, tk.stringvar. Now the second one again tk. In one line I am using it. You can use 2 lines. So I am just giving 2 more strings. I am clear dt1, dt2 equal to blank, 2 blank screens. Blank strings I am using because this is where we will be storing our outputs. And you can see already we have one query. We have already declared it. L1, B1. Now we have to declare it one more because the string variable we are storing query. So here it is. You can see here we have already declared query here. That's the output we are declaring and writing it the label. Similarly here also we'll connect this to our calendar. Text variable is where it is, yeah, calendar 1. I am saying cell 1. Fine, so that is one. Now second one, for the second one it should be cell 2. So text variable equal to cell 2. Fine. So this two string variables, selection 1, selection 2, we have connected it here. Now let's write the trace method for this, because trace method will trigger the whenever the string variables are changed. So that is the reason, that is the time where we are selecting the variable. So we'll say cell1 dot trace. This trace method will be monitoring W, means whenever it is changed. We can, the other two options are also when it is written or when it is destroyed, but we are more interested in whenever there is a selection of a date in the calendar. So that time this should be operated. So my upd1, this is the function I am telling you, execute this function. I have yet to write it. I will write that function. Cell2 dot trace, same thing, W, but this time I am giving my upd update 2. So another function I will write it. These two basically both will be functionality will be more or less same. So these two, and one more is our reset button. Where is our button? Might have reset. So here in the reset button I will add a command here. So I will say command, because what this button, when a button is clicked, what it is to do, lambda now my reset. Now here it comes. So this function also, three things I have to write, three functions, my reset, then my update 1, my update 2. Now let me just go up and create these functions. So above this, here it is, here I will create. Let me just first define my update 1, and it will be whatever the arguments I will passing it to it. So whatever it is I am passing, it should. Now let me just write pass here. Now similarly one more I will create for my update 2. Now let's see, same thing. So whatever values it should pass. Now one more we have left is, that is our my reset. This is when the button is clicked, my reset. Now here I am, inside that also I will add the code. Now up to this all the functions are added, string variables are connected. Now let's just see if any error is there. I will just save this and run once. Yeah, so no error till now. We'll write the code inside the functions. Here are our functions. Here we will start from here. Now first thing we'll do is we'll declare the variables as global, because because we'll be using them. So dt1, this is the strings, whatever we want, we'll get it finally for our query. So then inside this we'll write a if condition, because many time we'll be changing, so it will be double triggering. So that is why we want to see what is the length of the selection 1, or if the calendar 1 is date is valid, then only, or it is selected, then only it should work. So for that, cell 1, because it's our string variable of calendar, first one, the from calendar we are taking, get value we are taking. So this, now what you will do, we'll take the len or length of this one. So len function, I will keep it inside this. If this function is greater than 3, I'm just taking, because date cannot be less than 3, so it must be around 7-8 characters should be there. So for that I am just giving it a 3, just a check. It is not a blank now. Then everything will start. Inside that I will write it now, dt1 or date1 equal to cal1 dot get. Now this will give me in a date object format, so I can't directly use it. Let's just wait and change this one to a string format, because our final output we want in a string. So what I will say here is, I will say dt1 dot equal to dt1 dot str. This is a string format from a date. If I want a string, then I have to use this method strf time. Now I will tell that which format you should give the output. This is important because I want to here right now want it should work on any SQL database or MySQL database. So here I will give year, month and date. You can change it based on your requirement. So I am just giving year. Then I am telling that write the write the month here again. So M, and then format is D. D is the date. So I am getting it a string here. So I am writing it here, date string. Anyway, this entire source code you can download it. The URL is there in the description. And what I will do now I will say query dot set. What is query? This is the label what you have finally at the green background, whatever you are getting it, that I am setting it. The value I am setting date between. Between is anyway it's a SQL query format, so I am writing it in uppercase. This date you can say think of as the column name. If it is different, just change this. This is a string addition. Then I am setting plus dt1, so the string is added here. Then again writing and plus dt2. Though I have not defined here dt2, sorry, it is defined at the root and I have not set any value, but I am taking it. Initially it will take the blank. Subsequently, if dt2 is set, that will be used. So that's all. Now this particular one is ready. Now what I will do, instead of working in all the cases, what I will do, I will just copy from here. I am taking it, put it here for second one. This is mostly thing. I will just change this value cell 2. Now I am saying dt2. dt2 is equal to here cal 2. Now I am again dt2 here. Here I will say dt2. Same thing I am just repeating. Below let it be like that. So now I have both my functions ready. So anything now I am not done. What I have not done is reset and providing the minimum date, means from to that interlock is not there. Now let's just save this and run one, see why anything is fine. So now I can select this 8th I am selecting, but I am such a str, here is a mistake, strf time I have, sorry, both the cases strf time, that is here also rf time. Now saving it, running it. Anyway, error message was there below, so I could see that. Okay, so now I am giving 8. Here you can see this 8 and blank is there because I have not selected a dt2. Now let me just select the dt2. So you can see here date between this and this. Now so far we have not provided the interlock and the reset button functionality also. Let's write it here in the reset, inside the function reset, dt1 comma dt2. This both the things. Let's first set it to blank. I am writing in one line. You can write it separately also. Now let's after this, what's that once it resetted, where this calendar should go back? It go back to today's date, suppose. So, or if you want some other date also, you can program it here. So I am just finding out the string of the today's date. So date today is equal to date now today. At the top you can see here I have imported here, line number 3, you see I have imported date. This I am using it here. So today, now this is now, but here I have to again change it to date format. So I'll say here I am converting it to string. So I am saying D. Now again, this is the format what we are using to display it. So again Y. So this is the, I got the today's date. Now this date I will use to set the calendar, two calendar values. So cal1 dot set date today. Fine. So dt today I have set it calendar 1. Same thing I will do for the calendar 2 also, my second one. Here I will say cal 2. Okay, both are fine. Now the interlock I have to remove also. So but interlock I have so far not given. So what I will do here, let's just come to top here, and after the this here I will provide the interlock. Now what I am saying is cal 2, because this update 1, whenever I am triggering the from date or the first calendar, the leftmost calendar, that time I will set the maximum date for the two calendar or the right side calendar or the second calendar. So for that I am saying config max date. This is the function which will tell that the max date should be equal to dt2, sorry, dt1. Now what is dt1? I got it from here. The moment I got this value, I am saying that for the second calendar the maximum date you select is dt2. sorry, DT1, that is the maximum date. So minimum that date can be anything before that. Now let me just copy this, bring it here and give for the calendar 1, I am saying mini date. Minimum date should be DT2. Got the logic now? Because I am second calendar is 2 date, so I am saying once that second calendar date is fixed, that should be used as the minimum. So from date cannot be before this DT2. So that is the interlock I have given. Now once the similar way when you are resetting it, so here you can see here I have reset button. So here also I have to program it because I have to set it to none. I have to remove that interlock. So I'll say cal1.config. Now here max date equal to none. Now similarly cal2.config. The config option I can change all the attributes or option. This is a common function. There is a tutorial again how to use the config. So you can read that, and any attribute of any widget you can manage it by using config. That's the flexibility we have, so we will be using it. So here again minimum date I am setting it to none. So now the interlocks are removed. But one thing, when I am resetting it, my just text also should come back to its normal position. So what I will do, I will just copy this and keep it here. So though DT1 and DT2 are blank, it will be reset to the blank. So date between, or once the reset button is pressed, you want some other text to come, fine, you can write that also. So that's all. This should work as required. So let's see now everything, all functionalities are given. I am just running it. Fine, it has come up. Now let me select 8th. Okay, now here the interlock should be there. I have done the reverse, I think. That is the problem. Okay, let me just change it here. So what I have done is, when I am selecting the first calendar, this should be min date. Calendar 2 should be after this. So this should be minimum, and here it should be maximum. Max date. So just it is got reversed. So let's just try once again. So fine, now I am here. Suppose I have selected 8. Now I am selecting this. I can't go below 8. I can go after this date also I can move, but I can't go before that. Even the year and the month, you can see these are all the left. Going before this date is disabled. So I'll select 29. Now let me just come back here. See, yeah, after 29 I can't select. From date cannot be, because to date is 29. Suppose I can't select 30th. I can select 29 anyway, or I can change it to anything. Now here you can see date between this and why it has not. Okay, let me just select 30th. Okay, these two are there. Now I can reset it also. Once I reset it, it is back to normal and today's date are selected. Now let me just try again 7th. Now to date I am saying 29th. So date between 2026 7 and 22 6 29. I can reset it. That's all, friend. This was a question asked. So how to use two calendars to get the query. So this query can be subsequently taken to any application and use it. So I'll request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon, so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials. We frequently do that. Lot of tutorials on Tkinter applications, projects we have already done, and more we'll be doing. And if you have any suggestion, query, requirement, put it in the comment section below. We'll respond to that, and accordingly we'll change our script also. This particular one is because of a question asked by us by a visitor. Now that's all, friend. Thank you for watching, and please share this video with your friends. Thank you.